In the middle of a crisis, while others are spiraling into panic, there are individuals who remain unnervingly still. It is a common misconception that these people are emotionally numb or cold, but the psychological truth is far more complex and much more revealing about the hidden power of the human mind. Subscribe to MindArk to unlock the deep psychological secrets that allow some people to master their internal world while others are overwhelmed by it. What if I told you that the calmest person you know might actually be feeling the most intense emotions in the room? The difference isn't in what they feel, but in how their brain processes the storm. Psychology shows that high-level composure is not the absence of emotion, but the ultimate mastery over it. Those who remain steady under pressure have developed a specific mental architecture that allows them to experience fear, anger, or stress without becoming a slave to those feelings. To understand how they do it, we have to look beneath the surface at the mechanics of emotional resilience. First, these individuals possess a highly developed ability for emotional regulation. When a high-stress event occurs, most people suffer from an emotional hijack, where the amygdala, the brain's alarm system, takes total control. However, a calm person has trained their brain to create a mandatory pause. In this split second of silence, the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for logic and reasoning, is given the chance to step in. They aren't ignoring their fear, they are simply refusing to let it drive the car. This is a skill that is forged through intentional practice, meaning that the capacity for stillness is something you can build, regardless of your genetics. Second, they have mastered the art of low personalization. When someone yells at them or a situation turns negative, they don't instinctively ask, "What is wrong with me?" Instead, they recognize that most human reactions are a reflection of the other person's internal state, their own stress, their own insecurities, or their own exhaustion. By refusing to take the chaos personally, they prevent the emotional spikes that lead to defensive or aggressive behavior. They stay calm because they realize the storm around them isn't actually about them. Third, there is a profound acceptance of uncertainty. Most anxiety stems from a desperate need to know the outcome of every situation. Calm people, however, have a much higher tolerance for the unknown. Psychological research indicates that those who can sit with ambiguity without rushing to fix it experience significantly lower cortisol levels. They understand a fundamental truth. Fighting the unpredictable only drains your energy. Instead, they conserve their strength by focusing exclusively on the variables they can actually influence. Fourth, they utilize the power of response deceleration. Neuroscience confirms that by simply slowing down the physical and mental reaction time, you can actually lower your heart rate and prevent a chemical overload of stress hormones. While the rest of the world is rushing to react, the calm individual is busy observing. This deliberate pace allows them to choose a strategic response rather than an impulsive one. Fifth, their peace is often a product of previous battles. Many of the steadiest people you meet were once the most anxious. Psychology suggests that repeated exposure to manageable stress, what we call stress inoculation, actually hardens the emotional exterior. Calmness isn't usually born in comfort. It is earned in the fire of past experiences. They stay quiet because they have seen the worst before and they know they can survive it again. Finally, they maintain a strict separation between emotion and action. They allow themselves to feel the full weight of their anger or sadness, but they do not allow those feelings to dictate their next move. This high level of self-control is the ultimate hallmark of emotional intelligence. They understand that a feeling is just a piece of data, not an order that must be followed. But there is a deeper, more mysterious reason why some people can stare into the eyes of a catastrophe and smile. There is a specific psychological trait that almost all elite survivors share, and it has nothing to do with bravery. If you want to understand the true source of human resilience and how to apply it to your own life, subscribe to Mind Ark. We are dedicated to exploring the dark and light corners of human behavior to help you navigate your own journey with clarity. What is the one situation that always makes you lose your cool? Tell us in the comments, and let's figure out why.